So, good morning, everyone. My name is Neeti Dugaya. I am Assistant Professor in EX Department, SIRT. And today we'll discuss the topic Behavior of AC Circuit across Pure Capacitance, which is the topic of Unit 2, that is AC Circuit Analysis. The subject is BEEE, Basic Electrical and Electronics Engineering, and its subject code is BT104 according to the RGPT syllabus. Now see this circuit diagram here. Here V is equals to Vm sin omega t. That is alternating voltage, and capacitor C is kept here, and current I is flowing through it. So as far as the phasor diagram is concerned, in capacitor, current leads voltage by 90 degree. As we can see here, the x-axis is showing voltage here, and y-axis is showing current. So this particular diagram, this phasor diagram is showing that current is leading voltage by 90 degree, or we can say voltage is lagging current by 90 degree. As we know already, when we go towards the anti-clockwise from V to IV, if we'll go, we'll see the angle between these two is 90 degree, and the quantity which appears after in anti-clockwise direction, which comes later, is the quantity which is leading, right? So here current is leading voltage by 90 degree. Now let's derive the expression of the same voltage expression we are having, and we need to calculate the current expression. As we already know, that when alternating voltage is applied to the plates of capacitor, the capacitor gets charged, and the potential difference developed between the plates at any instant is denoted by V, that is V is equals to Vm sin omega t, and Q is the charge on plates of the capacitor at that instant. Therefore, Q is equals to C into V is the formula for the charge on the capacitor plates. This would help us to derive the expression of current through it, and later the further expressions. So Q is equal to C into V, already know that, and V can be written as V is equals to Vm sin omega t, right? So we have written it like this. Now we know that current is given by the rate of flow of charges, and we have already studied, we are having, many times we have studied that I is equals to dq by dt. Since school time we are knowing this. So we'll have to use this equation for deriving the expression of current across this capacitor. So I is equals to dq by dt, and Q we have already derived, like C is equals to Vm sin omega t. So d by dt of C into Vm sin omega t has been kept here. We need to differentiate it, right? And when we'll differentiate it, omega, V and C, Vm and C are the constants, so it is kept outside. Now sin omega t, differentiation of sin omega t is omega cos omega t, right? So omega cos omega t is here, and C and Vm are constant. So we have written it like this, and Vm is kept here, and this cos omega t has been kept here. This omega c expression we have, it divided it 1 upon omega c. So the 1 upon omega c, Vm upon 1 upon omega c is equals to omega c into Vm, as we already know this. So we can write it like this. Why we are writing it like this? Because we have to convert it into the form of capacitive reactance. The capacitive reactance, that is Xc, is denoted by 1 upon omega c. And what is the capacitive reactance? Capacitive reactance is the total opposition offered to the flow of current due to capacitor, in the path of capacitor, right? And cos omega t, we know that V is in the form of sine expression, so we need to convert it into the form of sine only. So cos omega t has been converted to the sine form, that is sine omega t plus pi by 2, right? Cos omega t can be written as sine omega t plus pi by 2 here. And this Im we already know that Im is equals to the maximum value of the current. So the when sine omega t plus pi by 2 is 1, we'll be getting Im, that is maximum value of current, and expression for the same would be Vm upon 1 upon omega c, that is Vm by Xc. As I already told you that Xc is equals to 1 upon omega c. So now the final expression of current comes out to be I is equals to Im sine omega t plus pi by 2. Now let's discuss further. So V is equals to Vm sin omega t now, as we already know, and I is equals to Im sin omega t plus pi by 2. This plus and this pi by 2 is showing that the angle difference between voltage and current is pi by 2, that is 90 degree. But here current is leading, because why? Because this is plus sign, right? In inductor the sign was minus here. So, and in inductor the current was lagging behind 90 degree to the voltage, but now the current is leading the voltage by 90 degree, that is pi by 2. So this is the waveform diagram. The blue lines are showing the expression of voltage and the red dotted line are showing the expression of current here, right? So the current starts 90° before the voltage expression start, right? As we'll already know, towards this negative sign, if I will be showing this on towards the left hand side of the expression, this would be showing whenever voltage is 0, the current reaches to its maximum value, that is 90°, right? So this current is definitely showing that current is 90° ahead of this voltage, and as we already in all the expressions we kept voltage at 0 point. So here we are starting it like this, and the current reaches to the maximum value, that is 90° ahead of this voltage expression, right? So I is equals to Im sin omega t plus pi by 2, and V is equals to Vm sin omega t. This is the waveform diagram. Now let's discuss about the power. As we already know, P is equals to V into I, and V is equals to Vm sin omega t, and I is equals to Im sin omega t plus pi by 2. We'll be multiplying this. So we'll be getting, as we know that sin omega t plus pi by 2 can be written as cos omega t. So we'll be writing it like this. P is equals to Vm Im sin omega t cos omega t. And we know that sin 2 omega t could be written as sin omega t cos omega t by 2. So, so sin 2 theta is equals to 2 sin theta cos theta. So sin theta cos theta, theta is equals to omega t here. Sin theta cos theta can be written as sin 2 theta by 2. So we have written it like this. And whenever we talk about the average power over a complete cycle, over the whole cycle, we need to integrate this expression. And we already know that sinusoidal quantity or cosinusoidal quantity over a complete cycle, that is for the duration of 0 to 2 pi, would be 0 only, right? As far as the integration expression is concerned. So what we concluded after this, that the average power for a complete cycle is 0 in case of capacitor, and same is the case of inductor also. That means inductor and capacitor does not consume any charges over any power, does not consume any power over a complete cycle of it. So let's discuss the power factor. Before that, we'll have to see the angle first. So the angle between voltage and current is 90°. And I has already said that currents, angles leading or lagging is decided by current only. The power factor leading and lagging is decided by current only. If current is leading, power factor is leading. If current is lagging, power factor and angle is lagging. So here current is leading in this case of capacitor. So so the angle is equals to 90° and it is leading, and same with the power factor. Power factor formula is cos pi. So cos pi is cos 90° and cos 90° is 0, and that is again leading. So the power factor is also leading, and its value is 0. So power factor for inductor and capacitor both are 0. The phase angle for both inductor and capacitor both 0. Was only difference is that here current is lagging, so power factor here current is leading, so power factor is leading. In case of inductor, current is lagging, so power factor is also lagging, right? So we have seen the power factor, we have seen the expression of power, and this is very important point, that average power over a complete cycle for inductor and capacitor is 0. You need to remember it. And we have seen the expression of current, we have seen the waveform diagram also, and we have derived the expression of current by using the relation between charge and voltage. And this is all about the phasor diagram and circuit diagram. So this is all about the AC circuit, so pure capacitive circuit. In next class, we'll discuss RLC series circuit, RL series circuit, RC series circuit, etc. Thank you.